Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3, where today, Ursun shall roar. Probably, maybe, actually, kind of depends on how much time we spend fighting these Kislevite armies. Maybe the roar will not occur today. So let's have a look at what they're running.
It is treason to command me.
Okay, it's not a bad force. It is worth noting that it's led by a level 8 lord, who is not, he's not going to be buffing his troops nearly as much as, say, Tsarina Katerin.
No higher power than I.
Spartak's a little bit more developed. His troops are generally higher level. They're both named Spartak. These troops are in march mode, which is good news. Actually, I think, yeah, raiding also makes them winded, so... I think we should be able to just take them. This should not even be a big deal. Hold on. Do I want to, we got a lord around here, or a hero? I mean, obviously, it would be beneficial to have them injured first. Although, not looking super likely. It's because we got our... Oh no, we're on guard. We aren't exhausted. Alright. Well, it was worth the shot, and you know, we still got some XP for it.
Fallen champion.
I think we want to just make this a lightning strike, and let's knock him out. We could seduce a unit. We probably should, just to be on the safest possible side, if it will... no, never mind. None of these units are low enough tier to be seduced. Stupid military mental training. Alright, that's fine. I'm not concerned. I think we are going to win this anyway. It's just I'd much rather go into a lopsided battle. I don't want them to have any chance of winning, you know? Okay, so we got a lot of pretty basic... So they got their dual sword bow guys, which have proven to be troublesome in the past. They have 4 units of actual elite infantry that we're going to have to be careful of. We want to make sure those get matched up against the Chaos Warriors. And then... yeah, just lots of cavalry charges and stuff. Their own cavalry are probably not going to be super effective. So we are very good at dealing with horses. And we got magic and stuff. I literally have to run uphill at them, which is pretty annoying. But I mean, this battle is probably going to be pretty familiar at this point.
Hordes of chaos.
Do this thing, have y'all be a little bit further back on account of you forgot to wear any armor. Actually, maybe put the bloodletters like back a little bit, but also out to the side, because we are going to want them to flank around, right? Yeah. I think that's fine. Put you over here as well. Do I want to have a soul grinder just run straight up the middle? I'm definitely going to have one running up the side. Maybe they should both be running up the side. But of course, we want to make sure that the enemies are distracted from as many directions as possible, right? Maybe run kind of up the middle, but, you know, stay close to this.
Carnage unbound.
Okay. And then we could place the Heartseekers somewhere... We could put them somewhere else. I don't think I want to, though. I think they're approximately where we want them to be. Alright, let's do the approach. This actually really sucks. We're way up against this wall. I didn't realize how tilted to the side this battlefield is. Alright, probably just like... I don't know. I don't know if there's a lot of reason to get fancy with this. We're probably just going to run at them, right? Like, not wait in the trees. Yeah, I didn't look at the minimap up here. I was just like focused very much on this screen. And I thought we were, you know, for sure we would be starting pretty much central. That does really reduce the degree to which we can attempt a flank over here. Still gonna have Eglixis come around this way. But if Eglixis is coming around this way, yeah, that maybe makes this whole thing work out. Because now we can at least, we can maybe overwhelm them a little bit.
The Demon Prince.
Just charge through the arrow fire, right?
The Demon Prince.
Actually, it's kind of interesting how much they're separating. I think we just go for these ones. I think they've sort of opened themselves up. I'm going to have Eglixis commit hard here. And we're going to see how that affects the rest of the battle. Yeah, because I think these two have made an error in breaking off from the main force too much. We might be able to punish it.
This world is mine. Behold my divinity.
Alright, so we can probably use... How do we want to use the Chaos Furies here? I'm a little reluctant to have the Allurus approach to units of people who don't have anything else to do, because she is still pretty vulnerable. Okay, you're still on your orders. That's an impressive amount of damage for the initial charge having just landed. I might just have the Chaos Furies... Let's just harass a ranged unit somewhere nearby. Part of my hope is that we'll be able to draw the cav. Like, let's just have them harass here. I want to draw the attention of some of the cavalry. Try to keep them all from responding to the same area at the same time. Why can I not give her movement orders? There we go. Oh, because this whole area is unpathable. Yeah. All right. That's a bummer. Okay, so you have sort of just gone right through the enemy unit. This is one bad thing about using like a single large monster to fight a bunch of guys is that you can't control very many of their bodies in the same way that you can with like infantry versus infantry. Eglixis has a big chunk out of him already, which I don't love. Yeah, I guess get over here and we'll figure it out from there. And you lot need to hurry the hell up. So let's issue some more specific orders here. Actually, spears out to the side. Yeah, probably. You can go for that one. You can go for that one. We need the Chaos Warriors to do like this. The Bloodletters can be the ones that finish pursuing this stuff. These Warriors of Khorne also need to just kind of generally get over here. Okay, Eglixis is a lot tougher than he used to be, but he's not immortal. Well, I mean, he's literally immortal, but he's not like, you know what I mean? He can be pushed out of a single battle. Should I have the Soul Grinder come to Eglixis' aid instead? Probably. Let's have the Soul Grinder push this way. Because this is happening in our favor pretty significantly. He's no longer as good at surviving combat with a large unit. He does way more damage to large units than he used to. Soul Grinder's also taking a real beating there. Show me something good. Today? Okay, there we go. Takes a really long time to resolve which spell it's going to be. So this is breaking down a little bit more than I would like. And we got essentially nothing as our Reign of Chaos reward. So I'm a little concerned about that. Stay on the Griffin Legion if you can. That would definitely be better. y'all need to back out because the Griffin Legion will cut you up. And we can throw out a quick lash just to scatter people a little bit here as the rest of our forces approach.
Ascended champion of chaos.
Bend to our will.
Throwing a lot of stuff that way.
I will conquer.
My dude, that's the wrong direction.
Glorious
Need
annihilation.
you to show up. Okay, the melee are starting to get in. She has overcommitted a little bit and then apparently lost her orders. So all of the cavalry broke this way really hard. I think we're just going to push melee into their ranged here. I don't love having my spear marauders having to tango with the Sarguard, but we'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. Yeah, I do like that. The ranged, right? The ranged need to get their heads on straight. So something like that. And I need Glixus to like keep himself in battle because we need those Reign of Chaos rewards.
Brutalize them.
Monsters are taking a beating here.
They have a winged lizard!
It's true, we do have a winged lizard. Okay. So we have a couple of their units just like permanently disengaged from battle, which is fine. Our bloodletters will chase stuff down. The Alluris is going to have to get over here and help with this stuff. I am absolutely going to go fecundity on the Soul Grinder. There's some very obvious units that can bounce to. Gonna change up a couple of the movement orders here. There's some Chaos Warriors who are reporting to the wrong part of the battle now. Things keep moving around, you know? It's terrible stuff. Okay.
Sensuous diversions.
Pain and despair.
The aesthetics are lethal.
Glorious bloodshed.
Damn it, she charged into the cannon instead of into all of the enemies. But she's over here now. She can help us with this stuff. So, where does it make the most sense to drop some spells? The battle's pretty broken up, but I think like around here should get us a lot of them and not very many of us. You are just gonna drop in on that unit. You lot can push the backside here because the horses went away. Yeah, this should work. And then hopefully we can, yeah, good. Where did the bloodletters? Oh, those are the bloodletters. Where are the, okay, over here. Once again, just making sure that people are holding their orders, and I wish I didn't feel like I had to, but like we plainly do. Okay, our ranged units will be opening fire soon. I think I'm gonna give them a specific target. It wasn't my plan originally Stuff is breaking down over here pretty well. Like, our charge has gone well. But let's try to make sure that the competent melee are dying quickly. And then spells. More spells. I should probably have hit Deadly Onslaught before... Well, it wouldn't have worked because I didn't make contact with my target anyway. I think I'm going to have her break and go this way then. She needs to Locus of Grace in a place that's going to make sense. Don't get stuck on the cavalry.
Hear the discordant choir.
Go now? Go soon. Someday. Someday she's going to go, I believe. Kill that thing's melee defense. There we go.
Sorceress.
Share stats with the team. Blix is beating up a bear. And the damage on the soul grinders has more or less stopped now that their ranged are really distracted. That Nurgle spell coming up in the Reign of Chaos was a big deal. That helped a lot. Okay, good break. Help with this. Chaos Warriors of Khorne should be, let's say, focused in there. These ones should push this way. I had a couple units just trying to go forward generally. Y'all are getting, I mean, you're still moving. So you can see some of these units are maintaining their orders and some of them are not. You can tell by the red arrows. I have no idea what the difference is. But whatever, it's fine. So it's working. Okay, do we want to do the shards? Probably not, right? It seems pretty bad, honestly. It seems like it's so much wind and so little impact. And then the other thing we have is big melee attack and weapon damage up, which is probably actually pretty relevant. Do we have any spear troops who are currently in contact with the enemy horses? No, not right this second. We have some who are trying to be. But that would be my inclination, would be spears near horses. Get the big attack boost. Okay, we can just keep running for now. Alright, some stuff's come off cooldown. Let's throw a couple more. It does look to me like their forces are thinning on the ground pretty badly over here. Another decent lash ought to push some of those over. Iglixis has almost killed the bear. So stay on that bear. And yeah, the Heartseekers kind of eventually got where they were going. This unit of blue horrors forgot their combat orders. At this point, I think the Heartseekers maybe turn around and just eat the cannon. Okay. This stuff's all free. Yeah, just stay on them. I'm gonna nuke their Lord stats real quick here. Iglixis is so forgetful. Okay, that's not what I was hoping for. So we probably do want to go ahead and give the halberds, the big attack buff, the big scary attack buff. We can call in some Chaos Furies just to finish breaking them. Yeah, the Elemental Bear's got to go down. The Elemental Bear won't surrender. We're going to have to kill that thing, and we're probably going to have to kill their Lord as well. But, I mean, that's happening already. We don't have to stress about that too much. Yeah, and just 1-to-1, they don't seem to be a match for our troops in most places. Oh, oops. Sorry, I meant to be trying to tell her to pull out.
Moving.
I think she's stuck. I think she managed to park her chariot up against a tree.
The pleasure is all mine. Dance upon their
There we
corpses.
go. Charge their lord. Hold up. All abilities. And they don't really have much going for them at this point. In fact, their lord just surrendered. Yeah, actually, everybody here surrendered. Well, still do this. We'll just go ahead and set his health that tiny bit lower for if we have to re-break this army later. Now, obviously, I didn't leave us in a great position, and while Iglixis is going to get a ton of health back from replenishment, he's not going to get it till the beginning of our next turn. So we are at this point going to have to withdraw from the area. But I think the garrison at Black Gulch plus this wounded army should be able to hold up to the other attacking army, I think. I hope. Because that garrison's in pretty good shape now, right? I think it hasn't... Now I'm second guessing myself. I think it hasn't had to fight in a turn or two. Or the Tower of Crack, not Black Gulch. Maybe I should, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be so concerned about taking this province. Maybe I should let somebody else have some of, like, the front line stuff, just so I don't have to be always managing it. Okay, Siege is the only thing we aren't at our effective maximum for. Oh, right, we don't have to re-break that army. It was in March mode.
Demon Prince.
It cannot survive even a single loss. Can you imagine being such a cowardly creature? Do we want to grab... So I didn't get this, but maybe we should. Just a way of keeping enemy units, especially enemy ranged units, occupied. Yeah, I think I like that. We'll max out Pavane of Slanesh. I'm not familiar. Pavan, maybe? Not sure that I've seen that word before.
I have ascended.
So... I might be allowed to just fall back to here and... Yeah, okay.
See my thrones.
Let's see. Let's see if we can safely spend the turn there. And then Winter Pyre. I think what I'm going to do here is, it's not super expensive to repair it. What I might do with Winter Pyre is repair it, build a money-making building, and just abandon it. I don't actually want to try to defend this, and I think we really want Falco's army back in, like, actual fighting position.
I am exalted.
And we want to actually fill it out and stuff. So I'm going to take advantage of this while I can and just kind of ignore it, and it'll fall eventually. Apparently I don't even have to repair the main settlement building to build other stuff, so I won't. So it's another 100 for 1860. You know what? Sure. Is it worth getting this upgrade? Gets us a unit of rotflies. The Forbidden Citadel is in a position where it's like, if somebody wants to attack it, it's pretty inconvenient for us to go over there and stop them, so...
Blood
may in fact be worthwhile. Yep, that's a lot of ice court. Jeez, they have territory all the way up here. They're in the actual chaos area. Terrible stuff. I don't think I'm going to bother upgrading any of that stuff. I mean, technically this is more money. Caps out at plus 300. I mean, sure. Well, wait a sec.
I sense corruption.
Yeah, never mind. We have stuff completing. We're gonna need money for all of that. So still, the crystal spires are no longer under siege. Okay, I think that makes this a sensible time to go ahead and upgrade that. Not bothering with the damaged building. Okay, and we have like 3K income per turn is actually really nice. I'm super happy about that. All right, let's see how badly we suffer for our many, many sins. Gosh, I can't wait until we can get some of these advanced Nurgle units. Okay, it looks like the dwarves are coming for Winterpire pretty quickly, and I'm just gonna let them have it. Or you know what? Maybe we should hand it off to somebody. If I think I'm gonna lose it anyway, I may as well use it. Like, I could probably trade it to somebody for some money, right? Okay, ambush. They want to give me the bad ambush, but I don't want it. I want the good ambush. So here's the question. We're gonna go ahead and take this. Do I want to just play back at the reinforcement line? Just like hide in the forest for 2 minutes until my people show up? Or do I think I can handle this straight up as we are? Because a lot of our heavy hitters are pretty badly wounded. This force doesn't have a bear or anything, but it does have an awful lot of guys with swords. I think I'm going to go aggressive. I like aggressive. You probably have been able to tell that. It feels better to go aggressive. Okay, so gotta be a little careful with our soul grinders. It is a pain in the ass to re-recruit them if we lose them. Let's have the Chaos Warriors up here. They don't have all that much cav. So I'm going to try to have my units approach from different sides here. So we push their cav and their ranged units. The bloodletters, of course, are going right into the ranged. And what a feast there will be. I'm going to use the soul grinders to hit the cannon crews first, along with the Heartseekers, just to not have them taking damage right away. And then, yeah, let's fire into their melee as much as possible. These Marauders can also be here. And what do we want to do with the Allurus? Well, I guess the Allurus has got to be near the melee for her to be at maximum effectiveness.
Demon Prince.
And Iglixis will also be just kind of back here, and we'll work back to front. So that by the time we're really engaging with their melee, you know, all of their support units are pretty much dead. Okay. So let's get these individual orders out here. Okay, so got all those applied. I mean, they got a lot of ranged. My suspicion is that they will not use their melee to flank very intelligently because they generally do not. Let's have the back ranged pick at these. And I guess my plan with you guys is maybe go for the war sleds. Plan with you is definitely go for the horses. Plan with you is definitely go for the... Yeah, we need a second... Alright, you do this. You do that. Okay. And in 2 minutes, reinforcements. Oh, I also should cast magic. So this is a situation where slicing shards are actually going to do some meaningful damage, probably, but also they're quite expensive, and they're probably not expensive enough to warrant the amount of time that it's going to take for them to go off. Okay. And I might just do this a little earlier than usual, because she's going to eat a charge here. Her health isn't so bad, though. Let me try to just steer her around it. I don't know if they're going for her. No, they're not. Okay. Break this down as fast as you can. Okay, where did my Alluris got snagged here? I would like it if she were free to do stuff. So yeah, the halberd units should have that well in hand. You got some spears on those cavalry. Yeah, I guess all that there really is to do here is to just try to steer her around manually. Yeah, this stuff's breaking quick. Come on, you. I want you to be doing charges on infantry. There we go, just get through. Damn it, it's so frustrating. Their sleds are just like perfectly in the way all the time. Alright, here we go. Big buffs for everybody. Some of the ranged did get away fast enough to potentially actually get to use their ranged weapons, which obviously I don't care for. So let's deal with that next. All ranged units. Finish off this heavy sled. I don't think that ought to get to live. That's still a whole cannon, and it can't be. Actually, you know what? You do this. You get over here and help me with melee, because you're terrifying against melee. Do we want to keep our Lord hunting heavy war sleds? I don't really. I wanna. Maybe. Yeah, probably. So, I've talked a lot of trash about slicing shards, but look at the density of this trapped group of enemies. Like, right? Something like this. So if I overcast it, it increases the damage by about 50%. Her health is okay. I think we can absorb that. If it does indeed miscast, I mean. We certainly don't need this many units to fight Ice Guard. You guys can pressure the ranged a little bit. Hopefully we can get more of our cav on that plan.
Yes.
Okay, and not really very much friendly fire on that.
Sensuous diversions.
I don't like seeing that Aglixis is marked as sleeping. That has me concerned. It is so hard to get my units to just, like, keep doing the thing. So, okay, we destroyed... Yeah, we got something. Here, you know what? Let's have... Actually, let's have you do that. Have Iglixis help with this. A lot of this stuff is breaking. You get to charge. You also help charge melee. We need a lot of melee over here. Yeah, good use of magic though. Very, very important. Oh, I don't have enough winds for an overcast. I'll wait. I don't want to non-overcast that spell. Cast, I guess. I guess the word I was looking for is just cast. Alright, just doing some good damage over there. I think now we can... Yeah. Just lay that down right across their front line. These Spear Marauders can probably handle this, which means Iglixis can go help with that. I don't know if I want Iglixis going after their lord in the state that he's in. That's probably not a good idea. We'll bring their lord down in other ways. I might just actually have all of the ranged units start focusing him now. Solid. Okay, Chaos Furies are breaking, because that's what Chaos Furies do.
Carnage unbound!
Lacerate them! The Eternal Hunters!
Deliver unto Slaanesh.
Power of an immortal!
Okay, here come the reinforcements. They will not be needed. Y'all report up here. Let's finish off these last units in this area. These are bloodletters. Oh, these bloodletters. These should be a good flank. Okay. That ought to work out pretty well. And the whole lot of you just like get over here. Figure it out after you get over here. You could help with this too. Y'all definitely have orders. Okay. So yeah, I don't love the spells that we're getting shown here. I think we're just gonna hold. We can wait. I can be patient. And the only thing that's really left at this point is their lord, and even his flag is wavering. I think they're just gonna collapse soon.
Northmen, retreat!
This army will not necessarily be completely annihilated by a loss. I don't think that happens when you're in raiding mode.
Souls for Slaanesh!
Slaanesh is a lord.
Okay. Oh, never mind. There's the victory. You know what, though?
Eliminate them!
I would love it if we could just make sure we stack up as much damage as we can here.
You deserve execution! You shame the motherland!
No, he's too big. He's not gonna make it.
Cowards! Turn and fight! Where are your spies?
Unbridled
Get him. Yeah, there we go. I was kind of hoping we'd be able to build up to a 3rd level spell, but I don't think we were going to catch up to him without that slow. Okay. I think he's gotten away now. All right, I'm comfortable calling it there. Just again trying to put us in a position where we can shatter him real fast. if we have to fight them again. It looks like everybody... Ooh, maybe not everybody lives. This unit of Chaos Warriors might actually... might be toast as of the end of the battle. But yeah, not too bad. We still had to deal with both armies, but dealing with them one at a time was significantly better. And we managed to do an okay job of protecting the wounded for the most part. I think this unit of Chaos Warriors took basically all of the damage in this battle, I think. It is going to be a minute before some of these units are ready to fight again, unfortunately. Iglixis should be hale and hearty next turn, though. I'm definitely glad we went down the Nurgle branch of Iglixis' tree. I think it's tremendously, tremendously important that we get all those replenishment rate boosts. Okay, no, that unit of Chaos Warriors stuck around. Excellent news.
Fun for hungry demons.
Okay, the Ice Court is very gullible. They keep falling into the same tricks over and over again. And you know, honestly, the dwarves might not even come and claim that settlement from us right away, because it does look like they are having some problems in their own territory. I don't love how many full-size Ice Court armies we are still seeing, though. It's just like they have so many troops. They have so many troops. Please don't make me have to deal with Nordland as well. Yeah, I am curious to see, on our turn here, we'll shop that settlement around a little bit and see what the AI is willing to pay, potentially, for a settlement that only has one functional building in it, but it might be the case that repairing the main settlement building will significantly increase the value of the settlement to the other players, maybe? I'm not too worried about recruitment cost down. I think, yeah. Alright, my allies keep telling me they're mobilizing. I'll believe it when I see it. Alright, we want to finish this. And then she's going to get a couple more skill points here over the course of her life. I mean... I kind of feel like let's just go ahead and let's get all of the spells, right?
Surge through the snow, peons.
And then yeah, this army is rough shape for a minute. We should probably just get in the settlement.
My engine of conquest.
And get a little extra healing done.
Lord of Shame.
And we're gonna want Falco to go all the way back to the Doomkeep, probably. Alright, those upgrades are going to take time. Okay, so Karak Ungor
I obey only the Orthodox.
almost certainly belongs to the Skaven. So we found a border. I think I'm going to have Alas just pursue them a little bit. I want to have at least one agent who is actually in the north, but... Alright, let's see if any of our allies want Winterpire from us right now. Any of our friends, I should say.
There is benefit in not killing you.
Must be adjacent to the other faction's territory. Ah, okay. So, we're not going to be able to trade this to anyone then. Well, wait, wasn't I allowed to offer it to the Greylings?
What? To be honest, I'd rather be raiding, but you have my time.
My settlement, Winterpire, yeah. So I don't know, I wouldn't call that adjacent to Greyling land. Because there's this buffer zone. Maybe adjacent also includes a small, like, just kind of general distance allowance for places where there's coast. Because, like, they could sail over here and protect it. So it is plus 29 by itself. It's just that if I include Black Gulch, yeah, the math gets pretty ugly. I don't want to threaten them. I don't want to risk making any new enemies. We are at moderate threat level, which is wild considering that we don't even have 2 provinces. Right, you can't be at war with anybody I'm not at war with because I'm at war with everybody. I mean, they could be at war with another faction, another chaos faction. And the fact that this is grayed out means that there's no way to make this work. All right. I wonder what the amount of money would be. I think we're just done for the turn. Like, I don't love that, but I think it's right. Because Iglixis desperately needs a turn to just heal. Well, not Iglixis himself, but you know, the army. Before the next wave of Kislevites hits us. Falco's not yet in position. When Falco and Iglixis can push forward together, I feel like we'll have a pretty reasonable chance of both stemming the tide and just sort of pushing it aside so that we can start getting to their stuff. Here come more Ice Court armies. My guess is these settlements have mostly been left alone. And I mean, our allies have, like, tried to push down there a little bit, but the settlements haven't actually gotten attacked or anything for the most part. So my guess is most of these things will be so
You fight on the side
built
of
up
true power.
that the sacking value will be incredibly high. Yeah, I'll do that. It is interesting that the Skaven are treated as a chaos-aligned faction, which is like... I get what they're saying, and I get how that makes sense sort of like within the confines of the video game, but I don't know if it's a fair description necessarily. My guess is... Actually, I have no idea why the dwarves are sieging. Because, like, the main settlement building is the building that produces the basic garrison, if I'm not mistaken. So, with that settlement's main garrison, or main settlement building being broken, does it even have a garrison? Okay. Upkeep and recruitment costs down for Nurgle units. That's fun. At the end of your turn, have an income of at least 6,000. I mean, I sure would like to. Okay, no, technically we do have a garrison. Well, I mean, his units are garbage, but they're certainly going to be able to stand up to that. So the Tower of Crack gets one of these. This gets upgraded to a Bastion, allowing us to get the fancy stuff. Does upgrading this make sense? 3 Chaos Warriors, a Bloodletter, to 4 Chaos Warriors and 2 Bloodletters? Yeah, okay. So in 3 turns, this settlement will have a real garrison.
It is fate.
And I guess I could have saved some money
As I do.
to let Falco start recruiting Nurgle units here. If I were to I wanna go look at the level of that building. Is that okay? It's 2 turns left until I can do global recruitment from them. All right, I'm just gonna have Falco
Spread our works far.
run up. We're gonna obviously want to get some Nurgle units in here too, but it's gonna be a while before the Nurgle buildings are ready. So,
Demon Prince.
do we have a turn to rest? Should I be pushing? I should be pushing. As long as we stay on our side of the line, we'll get enough replenishment back.
Rushing on.
Yeah, we won't quite fill up the Chaos Warriors, but this is fine. Let's go start assaulting this garrison. That's no good. Get even more effective at that. Where's my other hero? I think Cran has gotten us some good information here. Okay, that's the edge of Vampire Town. So yeah, I think for the moment, what I want Cran to do is come back and be ready to help with this stuff.
It is treason to command me.
Alright, I probably need to like win one more good battle to really start up Falco's recruitment properly.
We shall go forth and obliterate in godly glory.
I still don't like it. I feel like we've been watching Slaanesh armies move south forever, and still none of them are anywhere near being like ready to fight. Okay, so 4 full stacks, well, 3, I guess. 3 full stacks rapidly converging on us. Maybe this is not a good time to push forward. Perhaps I should consider being a coward. So still just kind of a lot of wandering back and forth going on up in the north. This, I think, is one of the core AI problems. And I don't, like, obviously this kind of stuff is very difficult. I don't know how you would solve this. But it sure does seem like the AI has a lot of trouble focusing on a goal. And that's a rich criticism coming from me. But it definitely seems like maybe the AI's like brain is just not sticky enough. It doesn't prefer to finish things it has started. It prefers to reassess and start new things all the time. Okay, now all of our Slaanesh units are cheap. If we just roll enough of those over top of each other, we will eventually get to the point where our income is north of 6,000, I bet. Oh, nice. Inveterate brawler. Highly skilled in the ignoble art of indiscriminate violence. That's judgmental. This one is eager to demonstrate his talents. Okay. I'm eager for him to do it.
I serve only the ice.
Oh, right. We're still in their territory, though.
Hellish power.
I am going to fall back. We're going to try to take them, I guess, near the tower, where I feel like we can cheat a little bit better with the ambushes and whatnot.
Seat of my
I didn't realize there were going to be so many armies bearing down on us so quickly. Okay, so a couple of turns here. Yeah, when we don't have the huge income boost of battling, I miss it. I miss it a lot. Unfortunately, once you've given a hero or an army a multi-turn move order, they move at normal speed instead of, whatever speed you have set while executing that order, which is annoying. It's not probably... clearly, they didn't consider it an important enough bug to fix it, and I get that. This is not a priority. But it's just, a little annoying. Gosh. Especially with how bad their coordination is, I really wish that the AI armies would... I really wish that the AI would prefer to complete an army rather than preferring to start another one. It's you can see over and over and over again, we get these, it's a rush of 6 armies, all of which are 3/4 full, instead of, 4 armies that are actually full, and then maybe some overflow troops, depending on compositions and stuff. Okay, here come a lot of ogres, though. This could be a valuable moment of distraction. I say moment of distraction, but actually, the AI's response to the ogres so far has been to ignore them and let them take stuff while focusing all of the violence on me personally. I guess in this case, that's also fine. The ogres have already retaken Dietershafen. Good news for us.
Fight on the side of true power.
Ragnar of the Warriors of Chaos. I don't think that is the name of the guy who commands the Warriors of Chaos faction. Where's Archaon? What is going on? What is going on with these people? I'll tell you what's going on. They're imposters. This feels like a fake Chaos Warriors faction. This is like some incognito elves or something. They think they can get away with it just because Chaos Warriors wear gear that completely covers their face and body at all times, but I'm seeing through the ruse. Alright.
Chaos incarnate.
Let's talk about this nightmare. How are we going to deal with that?
Do you see? Follow the wind.
Alright, get you over here and let's talk about recruitment. So, we do have access to some cool Cornate units. Ooh, getting access to the better stuff. Minotaurs. We can only afford 1 unit of Minotaurs with the amount of allegiance we have because they're incredibly expensive, but I think I do want them. So, the difference between the normal Minotaur and the Great Weapon Minotaur is... Okay, the normal Minotaur has anti-infantry and armor piercing, 26 points of anti-infantry. While the Great Weapon Minotaur has 8 anti-infantry, 28 anti-large, and still a lot of armor piercing. So this army is a little bit short on anti-large right now, but it's pretty easy for us to make that up. Maybe I do want the normal Minotaurs. I'm gonna hire a unit of Minotaurs. That seems very cool and fun.
Infinite requires more.
And then we can get some anti-large in here pretty easily. It definitely feels like I should bring in a soul grinder. Do we want to do fiends instead of... Like, how does a unit of fiends compare to a unit of seekers? More health overall, more armor. Or sorry, the seekers... Yeah. The fiends, there's only 9 of them in the unit where there's 45 seekers. So that explains why the fiends have double the weapon strength. There's fewer of them, but they hit very, very hard. They do not have poison, and I do think that matters. It's easy to forget that this is a fast-moving poison unit, which gives them a lot of value, not just as like troops that eat archers or flankers, but specifically it lets them punch up a little bit because of the stat reduction of the poison, and it gives them extra utility when pushing flanks on good units, right? They can help my units beat better, my other units beat better units. So there's definitely something to be said for that. That said, we do already have two units of them here. So why don't I grab one of each, specifically anti-large, and then you. And then this army from here, what this army needs is some stuff that can fight infantry. Just like some stand and fight troops would be good. But also, now we have access to frogs. And I do want to use the frogs. And also this thing seems fun. What does it actually do? So it's got the slime trail. That's fun. It's got a cloud of flies. So its melee defense is actually 9 points higher than it looks like. I don't know, actually. I'm not sure if I think that's good. We probably don't need flyers if this unit's going to have 2 seekers and the beast and the soul grinder. So I might, at the risk of it being a little bit boring, I might just fill this unit out with mostly marauders. So these are just like the survivor marauders, which may be the right move. And they have generally higher melee attack as well. They all have the same amount of total health.
Got a chill?
Let's grab a couple of generic survivor type units. Okay, so 2 turns, this army will be almost full. Yeah, because we could just use a little bit more melee core.
Weather is cold.
Also, Falco just figured out that snow is cold. Very good, Falco. Demons love being talked to this way. Okay, you are,
Chaos reigns.
I guess, going to take up a position outside the city, but not in that side forest. That side forest is a trick. Okay, I can't stand in those trees. There's no actual trees there. Yeah, it looks like we're base ambush chance no matter what. That's fine. I can do base ambush chance. It's still pretty high for that army. Alright, we're doing our best. We're getting some murders done here. Do we care about this? I guess he's probably going to be on the map. Like the odds of us putting this hero into an army are pretty small. And slowly, slowly, you wouldn't want to break any speed limits now. Yeah, it's going to be like 4 more turns before Kran's back in position. But I wanted to get Kislev mapped. I think it's worthwhile so that we can see what's happening in at least kind of a rough way at the back edges.
Keep paying your respects to me. And few.
Yes.